the problems we did yesterday, okay? Not to start with, but toward the end, it's going to be a little harder, okay? Okay, so most of these are option 1. In fact, this whole page is option 1, so that helps. But we are going to have extra rows of equal signs. Otherwise, it'll be too confusing. So here's the first thing we need to check. Is 1/5 less than 1/4?
Yes.
So we'll have to use a whole number. So I'm going to subtract my whole numbers. What do I get?
1.
Okay. So it's going to be 1 1/5 minus 1/4. Now the second step is going to be changing my mixed number to an improper fraction. Okay? So what is 1 times 5? 5 plus 1 is 6. So it will be 6/5. I don't change the denominator when I do this. Okay? 6/5 minus 1/4. Now I can start solving the problem. Okay? So which option is it? 1. Common denominator for 5 and 4. And then I'm going to do top down, bottom up. So what do we get for our answer? 19/20. And that's fairly simple. Aubrey, can I get you to close the door, please? Thank you. Okay? So this one is similar. It's just I think the numbers might get a little bigger. So first things first is 2/5 less. Yes, so I have to use a 1. Okay? What is 4 minus 3?
1.
So that worked out fine, didn't it? So it's going to be 1 2/5 minus 3/4. So go ahead and write that down. Okay? Step 2 is to change it to an improper fraction.
2/6.
Okay, look at this. So 1 times 5 is
7.
5 plus 2. What's 5 plus 2?
7.
So it's going to be 7/5. Remember, when you change it to an improper fraction, your denominator is going to stay the same as it was in the mixed number. Has everybody figured that out?
Yeah.
Okay. So 7/5 minus 3/4. Now we're ready to solve. Option 1 or 2? 1. I don't know that my answer is going to be much bigger.
I don't think so.
Oh, it's not bigger. Okay. Now, I told block 1, if you're just copying down what I write and not trying to stay with me or a little ahead of me, you're probably not learning very much. Okay? I'll make myself slow down a little bit because it's going to get a little harder. But I want you to stay with me. I don't want you daydreaming back there and then just copying it down and thinking you're going to know what to do when you do partner work today.
Or the exit ticket.
Or the exit ticket. Now, I will tell you this. We probably won't get to the exit ticket until tomorrow. Okay? All right, so this one's different. How is it different? 1/5 is still less.
But 7 and 4. So
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and write the 3 there. I don't want to forget what it is. Okay? Now, 1/5 is less than 1/3, so we're going to have to use a 1. Correct? But we don't need a 3, do we?
So 2.
So I'm going to write the 1 there. And then, how many equal signs have I been writing? 3? Okay. And then I'll put the 2 here. Why am I putting a 2 here?
Because you have to do it at the end of the
Because if I use 1 from this 3, correct?
Yeah.
That's going to leave 2 left.
So 3
minus 1. Okay. So this is going to be 1 1/5 minus 1/3. Whatever this thumping is, I wish it would quit.
Yeah. I think it's coming up from the roof.
All right, so does everyone understand how I got a 2 at the end?
Yeah.
I'm going to use 1 from the 3, and I'm going to have 2 left over. Now the next step is create the improper fraction. Remember, my denominator is going to be the same. So what is 1 times 5?
5
Plus 1.
6.
Okay, so 6/5 minus 1/3. Option 1 or 2? 1. Okay. So common denominator for 5 and 3. All right, go ahead and solve this. Did I do it right? Well, I think maybe you just subtracted wrong. Did you have 18 minus 5?
Yeah.
Okay, you just subtracted wrong. Change it to a 13. Okay, so how do you feel about that? Not bad, right? Okay, so look at this one. What's 7 minus 5? 2. Okay, so we only need one of those, correct? So I'll put 1 there. And I'll put 1 here. 1 plus 1 equals 2.
Yeah.
So that's just my whole numbers. Now I'm going to do 2/5 minus 2/3. So changing 1 and 2/5 to an improper fraction. 1 times 5 plus 2. 1 times 5 plus 2. So 7/5 minus 2/3. Option 1 again, right?
Yeah.
So 7 times 3,
21.
5 times 2. Is that what you got, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to keep going. How do you feel about this? It's not bad, is it? It helps that it's all option 1, for sure. Okay, let's look at E. Okay, these are both option 1 also, because 7 times 3. Okay?
We don't have to put the
We don't. What's 4 minus 3?
1.
So, we don't need that last one, do we? Okay. So now I'm going to do 2/7 minus 1/3. Improper fraction. 1 times 7 plus 2.
9/7.
Okay. So 9/7 minus 1/3. Yep. 21. Whoever writes these problems likes to get answers like this. You agree?
Yeah. With 1 less.
Yeah. Probably because I want to make sure you don't have to simplify. Okay, let's do F. 9 minus 2.
7.
Okay, we're going to have to write that down.
You could split it into
1 plus 6, right? Okay, so I'll put the 1 here. Then I am going to need 3 this time. Put the 6 there. So 1 and 2/3 minus 6/7. Okay, changing it to an improper fraction. What's 1 times 3 plus 2?
5.
5. Is it helping that I'm going to go ahead and write the 3 down? The denominator? Okay. So option 1 again, making our life very simple. So 5 times 7 and 3 times 6. Okay, here's what I'm actually foreseeing a problem. Why do you think I'm foreseeing a problem?
2 numbers.
Because it's going to be above the...
Yeah, so 8 is more than 5. So I have to regroup. So 15 minus 8, it's not 23, is it? No. 17. Did I make a mistake somewhere?
No.
Okay.
But when you subtract, do you have to put the 15 above the 5?
No.
Or can you just write the 1?
You guys remember back when we did that?
Yeah.
I said you can do it however you want. This is how I do it. Mostly because I'm writing on the board and I don't have enough room for the 1. Okay? But yeah, you can do it however you want as long as you regroup. Doesn't matter to me. Okay. So that's page 1. Not bad. Okay, let's look at page 2. Yeah. So the homework is very similar. G is going to be option 2. All the rest are going to be option 1. The homework is the exact same way. Okay? So when you work with your partner, we'll circle G. Okay? What do you think the hardest part of this kind of math is? Do you think it's the fractions or figuring out the whole numbers?
Figuring out the whole numbers.
I agree. So that's why we're kind of writing several steps down so we don't get confused. Okay, so 17 minus 5. Okay, write that down. Now we're going to need one of those, and it's option 2. So we got a lot of equal signs to write, okay? So we got 1. We've been writing 3, so this time it's going to be 4. So 12, if I use 1, what do I have left? Okay, so I'll add 11 to my answer. So 2/3 minus 5/6. Okay, change it to an improper fraction. So 1 times 3 plus 2, 5/3 minus 5/6.
It's option 2.
It's option 2. So this needs to be the parentheses. So we could do 18 or we could do 12, but there's a smaller number yet. 6. Very good. So that means one fraction gets to stay the same. Which fraction gets to stay the same? 5/6. I don't have to change it, do I? Okay. Now, 3 times what equals 6? So whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top.
If we did option 1, we had to simplify.
We would have to
It's
simplify.
5/6.
So 5 times 2 is 10.
5.
Seriously, it's 5/6. There's that 1 away answer again.
Yeah, and it's like literally one of the. That happens all the time.
It does.
It's either one.
Okay,
or one.
so if we would have used 18, Cody's right, we would have had to simplify. We decided early on in math class, 5th grade math class,
At the beginning.
that option 2 is easier than simplifying.
Yes.
Okay? So that's why we're doing it that way. This is option 1. I really feel like I want you guys to try this one on your own and see if you're ready for partner work. Okay? So I'm going to get you started and then you finish.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, so 18 minus 3. Okay. You think you can finish?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said this one was option 1, right?
Option 1. I'm going to pause it while you work. Okay, let me write this down here. And you can check yours. Check mine too, because make sure I do this right. So far, so good?
Yep.
Okay. So 4 times 8, 3 times 3. More regrouping. Did you notice that? 32 minus 9. I'm just going to think 12 minus 9.
Yeah.
And that's 3, so this will be 23. Seriously? All right. So we've got one word problem we're going to do. And then you can work with partners. We will not be drawing a number line here. We're just going to check Toby's work. So in order to check Toby's work, we're just going to redo it ourselves. You know, when you come up and you ask me, is this right? What do I usually do? No, I don't. I say, give me a piece of paper and I'm going to do this problem. Okay? So that's the best way to do it. Rewrite the problem down. Here's the problem. Don't write as answers, because we're going to solve it ourselves and then compare. Okay? So, now this is, we got some denominators that are the same,
So you can use that.
but the first one's smaller. So we're still going to have to use a 1. Okay?
Yeah.
But I don't think we're going to have to write very much, do you? Like this many.
Yeah.
So 4 minus 1, we're going to add 3 to our answer.
Yeah.
Everybody know where I got the 3?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So 1 1/4 minus 3/4. Make sure you write that.
On this one, couldn't we have done option 2?
Well, we don't need to because of the 4s. The denominators match. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be 1 times 4 plus 1. I know why you're asking that, Cody. What'd you get for your answer? 5 minus 3 equals 2/4. We're going to have to simplify it. So 3 and
1/4.
1/2. Good job. 3 1/2. So what mistake do you think Toby made there?
He
He totally simplified it.
Oh, the 4, the big number. You forgot to take away.
No, he forgot to take that 1 away.
I think he did 3 minus 1 and did it backwards. See this? What's 3 minus 1?
2.
Yeah. I don't think he made an improper fraction. He didn't use a
I
1.
think he used the 4 because he got 4, 2, 4. He got
I agree. I agree.
I think he forgot to put the 1 up top.
He did. Okay? So when you get to that, if you get to that problem today, we'll finish these homework problems tomorrow if we don't finish them today. We're not rushing through this because I want everyone to have a chance to do it. Okay? So just because some of you go faster than others doesn't mean I'm going to stop the others this time. Does that make sense? Okay.